This season, as opposed to the other seasons, are not about glory, masculinity, territory, winning, beating down anybody. It's really about cutting bait, fishing and cutting bait, and finding your own place in the sun and salvation.
In terms of classic three-act structure of storytelling, we're in the third act of this show now, and that's generally in a violent story where people start to die. So I think it is safe to say that it is quite a violent season, but it's also a very emotionally rich season. So it's been wonderful so far. I think that Jax had always dreamed and been on a journey towards taking over this club. And when it happened, you know, we had a lot of disdain for the way Clay had run it during his tenure as president, and high aspirations for what he was going to do. And I think that it was a real journey through the last season for him realizing that it's not nearly as easy as he thought it was going to be. And there was a potential for him to, you know, fall into some of the traps that Clay fell into as president. So I think that, you know, towards the end of the season, there was a feeling of Jack's understanding that, and there's been a kind of a lot of energy on his part put into making sure he doesn't make those same mistakes.
Expect the unexpected. It's amazing every week to get the scripts ourselves. It's just like, wow, did you read it? Wow, it's just, we're just groundbreaking television. We're pushing the envelope further than anyone.
And tell me what it's like to have been part of this process from the beginning.
It's amazing. It's been really quite a journey, and it's changed my life. I'm just so grateful and appreciative to Kurt and my FX family, and it's absolutely changed my life completely. My mom is so proud. It's amazing.
We are on the downside of the mountain now. We are 2 seasons away from putting a nail in this coffin, and I think it's a testament to it's such a big hit all over the world, and we love doing it. But it is violent, and we all are anti-violence. I mean, we really are. But in this world that he's created, Tig Traeger, he's a survivor. He's loyal. He's mixed up, but you'll have to watch to see what happens this year. There's nothing quite like it. I mean, the whole bikerdom, the Hamlet metaphor, the 1%ers. There's never been a show like this. We're all character actors. I mean, we're all like, I mean, look at my face. Look at my nose. You know, and Ronnie and Charlie, we're all, you know, really good actors, and Sutter's done a great job in writing for all of us. And it's tough when you have 10 leads like this to write for us all the time, but he's done a good job to keep us all involved. And I think people love the drama. Women can watch it. This is a favorite for women too. So it's very, very different and esoteric, and it is a tad violent for me this year. I'm telling you, it's like, whoa.
A little tough.
Whoa. Where's the love? This is the second to last season. There's one more after this, so I mean, just keep watching, and we'll see how this thing's going to end, because it's probably not going to end pretty, but it'll be pretty amazing to watch.
It's the beginning of the last act, you know. So I think as a result of that, the decisions that they've made over the last 5 seasons really, I think, come back and sort of come to a head in this season in a big way. So I think that results in a lot of complications.
Tell me a little bit about what we're going to see from your character coming up in this first episode. What can you tell us?
I can tell you that she's in a pretty good place, which I think she's relieved to finally be in a little bit. She's pretty much resigned herself to what's happened with Clay. She's got her son sitting at the head of the table, which is really what she always wanted.
Yeah.
So she's a happy mommy, and she has this new hot boyfriend, which makes her happy too.
Yeah.
So I think that as far as any of them are ever really in a good place, I would say she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is nice. No one else. Well, not no one. But a lot of people really aren't.
Or really aren't. Yes. You know, she's got her blinders on and sees what she wants to see.
Exactly.
And how long can we expect that to last, though?
Not very long. What I think is so amazing about the show is that it's you really are taken into this other world, and this fringe society. There's violence that goes on. So
Yeah,
it's
and
not
we
like
never
he just puts it in just to put it in.
I mean, one of the things that's important to me is that the violence on this show never happens in a vacuum. You know what I mean? And there's consequences and circumstances that spin out from that, as in real life. You know, and I think as long as I can manage to keep doing that, then it'll never cross into ultimate just being gratuitous or, you know.
He's in a bad position. He's lost everything he ever loved. He's lost everything he ever spent his life working toward. He's lost his freedom. He's lost his family. And mainly in so doing, he lost himself. So the only choice that he has with this different kind of quality time that he's been given when we meet him in season 6 is to try to find ways to put his house in order and make peace with whatever it is that's coming his way, not knowing what it is. I still don't know what it is. We're shooting now episode 10, and I still don't know what it is. And do whatever is in his power to leave a world as much intact as the one that he was building toward when he had power. He had a very definite idea about what the club should look like, and what the identity of it was spiritually and physically. And even though he's in a compromised place and he's lost his freedom, he's figuring out ways every day to leave a mark. I think people have always been very attracted to outlaws. For as long as we've been telling stories, they're colorful. They, when they're well rendered like ours, they have their own code of honor and loyalty and things that people long for in their own lives. That's different from society, which is rather boring and mundane and sometimes a lie. Gangsters, man, they're explosive, they're unpredictable, they're colorful, they're fearless, and that they become attractive for those reasons.
Gangsters, so it's gangster, and that's why we love it.
Exactly.
And that's why it's the coolest thing ever, and he epitomizes that.
I'm gangster with an R.